Welcome to Neverwinter. For the sake of clarity, I'm going to show you some of the characters before we get into the cinematic. First, we got Valindra, evil undead bitch, undead bitch invading Neverwinter. Second, we got Zuna, absolute badass rogue character. Third, we got Giga Chad Knox, who is just like a sergeant. Fourth, we got Celeste, who is a healer or whatever. Fifth, we got Makos, who is either a wizard or a warlock. I can't really tell. So we start with Valindra, who is in this shot looking like an absolute baddie. And then in the next shot, she's even hotter. And then boom, dragons, but no dungeons yet. And my main girl Zuna is out here fighting this horde of undead while Nox, Makos, and Celeste are standing on the walls like, maybe we should go help her. Then a dragon shoots lightning. I know one person is going to be like, technically it's undead and it shoots lightning, which would mean it's not a dragon but a Dracolich or some shit like that, to which I say this is my video and I'm calling it a dragon. Anyways, dragon shoots lightning, hits tower, and Makos is like, hold my beer, I got this, and begins to hold the falling rocks, debris. So he's holding the debris and is like, check this out, and uses the rocks as a shield to block the dragon's next lightning attack. Crisis averted, and the main characters don't die yet. Also, what's to stop the dragon from just going past everyone and wreaking havoc in the city? Like, Valindra has no shortage of undead to continue the siege. She could 100% just send this big-ass dragon to just start, like, destroying shit elsewhere, but I digress. Cut back to Zuna, who is absolutely just tearing things up on the front line, stabbing this guy, and then she takes a page out of Dale Gribble's book and pocket sands these guys. I know they're probably knives, but it's funnier to imagine that it's sand. And then in Makos is like, oh, this ain't too bad, just another sunny day at the beach, you know, and Nox says,
get his attention. Cleric, with me.
Firstly, whose attention do you want him to get? Is it the dragon? Because he kind of already had his attention before, so kind of pointless to tell him that. Secondly, Cleric, come with me. She has a fucking name. I suggest you put some respect on it. So then Makos looks around like, well, I guess I'm doing battle with a dragon. This is not how I envisioned my day starting. Cut back to Zuna, who is just cutting down enemies. I didn't bring this up in the last scene, but why are all these bad guys taking the one-at-a-time approach? Like, we see it in every aerial shot. There's like hundreds of undead walking around toward the wall with like no protection. Zuna is the only one there. You think they would like team up and try to fight her all at once? Actually, since I'm on the topic, why does every movie with a fight scene do this? Like, it's so aggravating. In a real fight, the adversaries aren't going to wait and take turns. They're just going to dogpile on you. It's so unrealistic. I'm getting off topic. Zuna's stabbing things and teleporting and stabbing other things, and then she comes across this mega undead and why can I not say undead guy who I'm gonna start to call Steve. Now Steve is like, you have fought no opponent like me, ha 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 ha. I don't know why I made him French, that's just how I imagined it. And Zuna is like, stupid undead says what, and then they begin to fight. Makos is on the wall, still throwing fire and shit at the dragon, and hopefully that fire dissipates after a certain distance or like just flies out of the atmosphere. Because if not, and it falls back down like a catapult, I imagine setting fire to neighboring village would be no bueno. But I don't know fantasy physics, so I don't know. Zuna and Steve are fighting, and she's like teleporting all over, and I think she's winning. And we get this cocky grin, and see, this is what I'm talking about. Why do none of these fucking morons just turn and stab her? They have her outnumbered 100 to 1, whatever. I'm just gonna chalk this one to undead being dumb. Anyways, Steve decides he has had enough of this, grabs her and tries to like suck her soul out or some shit. But thank God my main girl can just teleport herself out, which is super overpowered, but cinematic balance and game balance aren't the same, so I'll let it slide. She's crawling back to the wall, and things aren't looking good. Then boom, Celeste shows up, starts killing undead with light. If light kills them, wouldn't they have to attack at night? Or is this divine light or some shit? I don't know. I'm just going to call it super wacky D&D science and move on. Celeste starts to heal Zuna, and Nox finally starts to join the fight even though none of his men follow him. They were right behind him, but he charged in and none of them moved. I'm starting to think both of these armies are dead, but Valindra has better dead. Zuna is laying on the ground and Celeste is like, I shall purge the unclean. But my boy Steve is immune, so Steve walks up and is like, hey, what you doing? Crazy day, I know. Anyways, my name is Steve, and I'm gonna kill both of you now. But wouldn't you know it, Zuna teleports behind him and stabs him through the chest. Nox then throws his axe at Steve, good job dipshit, now you don't have a weapon, and Zuna strikes the killing blow. Now, roll credits. Psych, just kidding, we cut back to Valindra, who I'm guessing who has just been sitting around and watching this fight happen, but she's like, oh, you're gonna kill my army? Cool, guess I'll just make more, lol, and we get this like Avengers Endgame stance, and then actually roll credits. I give this 10 campaigns out of 7 Mako's death scenes. Hey guys, I just wanted to thank you for watching all the way through the video. I hope you enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun to make, and I know it's a lot different than the content that I normally make, but I want to try making content kind of like this that's outside of what I normally do, as well as making the kind of content that is more common on this channel. So I hope you guys enjoy both, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.